I want to show you how to save a file with an alpha channel so that it can be keyed either in Final Cut 7, Final Cut 10, Premiere Pro, Avid, whatever. So I don't normally use the Finder in the icon mode with the giant icons like this, but this is going to make sense a little later. So this is this is a PSD file that has a background, it has some words and stuff, and it's kind of the one I've used as a demo before. If I go over into the Photoshop here, you could see this is what the file looks like. Now, we're going to save a more modern file here, so first of all, let's make it look a little more modern. Maybe we'll pick a better font, maybe we'll put in a little Caesar head icon, we'll turn off the background, and maybe while we're at it, we'll put a little flag through there, and we can adjust the opacity a little bit, maybe, yeah, about like that. So here's our new modern lower third. Now, it's important to remember that in Photoshop, when you see this grid, that stuff will be transparent. And if you see the grid a little bit through the image, it will be partially transparent. So at this point, we're ready to save this file with transparency. Now, there's certain file formats that this is actually kind of difficult to do with, but the best file format to do this in is what's called a PNG file. So I'm going to do File, Save As. It's going to put us right in the same folder where the PSD folder file is. Normally I don't do that, but if I just come down here and go to Save As PNG, that is going to save this with an alpha channel. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know why this is like this, but this isn't the new Final Cut, what's this called? Photoshop CS6. That should be checked on. I'm not really sure what the deal is there. So at this point, we're going to save this as a PNG, and when I hit save, it's going to ask us, what do I want to do? No interlaced. We'll make this smaller. An advantage of a PNG, and then when we go back to the Finder, we can see now I have another version of this. Now it has a white background, which is a little confusing because it doesn't really tell you that it is transparent. Now the best way to prove that that's transparent is if I say open up with Photoshop. You could see now I'm looking at the PNG here, and it has the transparency, which basically is exactly like the PSD. Difference being PSD has all the editable layers, the PNG does not. Now it's important to keep your PSD around. Don't save over it, don't delete it, don't throw it out, because it's highly likely I spelled something wrong here. So you'd want to be able to go back to the PSD, the Photoshop document. You can then get into the actual text layer, here, and be able to change it, move your cursor around, maybe add a space, hit save, do another save as, save it over the original PNG, here's the PNG, hit save, replace it yes, because that document is currently open. Okay, that's a bummer. So we'll close that document, come back to the PSD, save as, over the PNG, hit save, replace it with all the same settings, click OK. And now when I go back to the Finder, I see I have the PNG also with the space. So that's how you save a document with a alpha channel, and just take that into your editor. Make sure you have your settings right there, but that's another topic. Later.